YouTube? Topaz Jace back for another album review, and this one is to that Jeezy Trap 3. And I'ma give this one the yellow light because much like that whole Dream Chasers review that I just recently posted up, man, it's another one of those that's super hyped up type project that we all are going to listen to at one point or another this weekend, because quite honestly you can't claim to follow hip hop and not go ahead and peep this one on out. But quite honestly, it's one of the worst projects coming from Jeezy, man, in quite some time. And there's multiple reasons for that, man, notwithstanding the fact that they tried to leak the entire project beforehand, man, and how I ended up already reviewing one of the best songs that's off of this project out of the few songs that were actually any good, and I let them know, in which you can go ahead and watch all of those past reviews that I did for this project right here. But yet my main issue, man, is if you look at Jeezy, you can tell he's been in the game for quite some time, and you can tell he's really struggling to find inspiration all the way through this joint, dude. I mean, honestly, I feel as though he entitled this project Trap 3 so he can try to reinvigorate himself to have that whole feeling that he had before in the past, but yet he just doesn't have that kind of hunger no more because he's been in the game for so long. He's had so much success, how could he honestly go back to that time, dude? I mean, the bulk load of these songs is all based on the same predicate. He's using the same exact formula for all of these tracks and such, man, and quite honestly, if he had the energy behind it, if he had the inspiration to make it into a great project, man, then I think it could have panned out, but quite honestly, it didn't. See, the vast majority of these songs are him taking commonly used sayings that everybody tends to say and such, and pretty much making that into a hook as he's just spitting and such, dude. And quite honestly, the production is lacking on most of these tracks, and very few tracks pan out besides that Let 'Em Know and these other two that I'm about to talk about now. Now, even though it's working on that same formula, I did like that Where That track, because on this one, man, his arrogant trap lingo whole style, it really shines through harder on this one than it did on any of the other tracks, dude. When he's saying how he was running a Fortune 500 company on a prepaid phone, that was dope. And then how he was talking about drugs, how he'd throw it in the water like a barracuda, man. He's definitely talking that trap talk that I definitely love to hear from him on that one, even though I feel that production was rather lacking. See, that track was really the exception to all of the other ones. But I would say my absolute favorite song off of this was that Never Settle, which was the outro, in which what he's talking about on that one is obvious, like never settle for second best, never settle for anything less than what you want. No matter what your dream is, always push hard to go ahead and achieve that, and I always rock with that type of message. The production on that was phenomenal, man, but quite honestly, we only getting 3 songs out of 16 here, dude. But yet those 3 songs are dope enough that I would recommend people to go ahead and individually purchase them, but overall, I'm giving this joint, man, a 3 out of 10. But a brief recap here, man. The positives that I'm taking from this project, man, is those 3 songs that's probably gonna last with me for quite some time and such, man. But yet the negatives here are that Jeezy is just uninspired with this, man. He's using the same exact formula. The vast majority of these songs are just subpar, man. Ultimately a disappointing album. But this concludes today's review, man, and now we're gonna jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Brill before we jump into some of your questions.
Brill the super on the beat.
So Rick James says that pretty much every rapper tends to rap about the same exact thing, man, and no, dude, you are making some exaggerated claims there, because there are a lot of rappers out there who are very versatile on not only the topics that they rap about, but how they actually rap and such, dude. You definitely need to open up your catalog if you believe that all rappers rap about the same thing over and over and over. And Cisco says I need to react to 21 Savage since I didn't like Ab Soul and stuff, man, and you know what, bruh? You need to get off of that. See, I'm not a 21 Savage fan, but I'm not going to throw salt on 21 Savage in order to go ahead and hype up any other MC and such that's completely unrelated. You're honestly just showing your pole jockeying tendencies by doing that, bro. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.